What is procurement and the procurement process? Understanding procurement and its process can be somewhat difficult. It is so because it gives you an in-depth knowledge of procurement and the supply process. Procurement is the key word that is used to refer to the act of obtaining or sourcing goods or services for business. Some businesses make use of the word procurement for the actual buying, while on the other hand, some of them refer to the process of leading the purchase of the procurement. But first, if you're new here, consider subscribing to this channel to continue receiving great weekly videos on consulting. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you can get informed every time I publish a new video. The term procurement is referred to as a process of buying that is done for the business and also customarily performed on a larger scale. Procurement has two companies that are the seller and the buyer, but it's an act of purchasing that is labelled procurement, not the activities of the seller. You may think that procurement is a very simple procedure, but it's highly competitive and has to be paid a lot of attention in every step. Some of the activities included in procurement are final purchase, vendor selection, strategic vetting, contract negotiation, final selection, payment negotiation. Types of procurement. There are two types of procurement process. Let's discuss them in detail. Direct procurement. It is the buying of an input that is required by a business so as to manufacture the end product. It is the raw matter that is used for the manufacturing business. The efficiency and cost of direct procurement play an important role if we talk about the performance and profitability of any company. Indirect procurement. It is a type of procurement that includes the service or the input that is not directly in the process of manufacturing the product of the company, but is necessary for daily operations. It may include maintenance services or office supplies for the tools that are used for manufacturing purposes. What is procurement in business? Procurement is a process or activity in which the organization or business sources the services or goods that it needs. It is an act of purchasing goods or services on a larger scale. As the procured services or items are often used in the input in the manufacturing of the products, procurement acts as an important process. The first and foremost step is determining what the service or product it actually requires. The research procedure in procurement helps in identifying the supplier and also them an RFQ, which is the request for quotation. A vendor is also selected either by tendering or auction process or negotiation process. After the identification of the vendor, the next step is to negotiate the prices in terms of the vendor that is chosen and enter into a contract. Now, the necessary services and products can be received and ordered. The department ensures the quality checks for all the received services and goods. The procurement department continuously monitors the process to ensure quality, cost-effectiveness, and efficiency. Introduction to the procurement process. The procurement process is the sequence of actions that are required to get services and goods from any outside outsource. These events might include order requests, researching vendors, audits, budget negotiation, and purchases. This cycle may require capital and time for completion. For example, if any retailer requires to restock any products, they need to first complete the internal processes like the invoicing approvals and purchasing orders request. After the approval of all the requests, the management team handles the warehousing fees as well as the inventory costs with the storage facilities and the external vendors. Only after these procedures, the business can finally purchase the inventory. Components of procurement. There are three components in procurement. These are as follows. 1. People. The number of people that are involved in the process of procurement depend on the procurement orders. If we talk about any small company, the people involved are few. On the other hand, if we talk about big companies, each step of the process involves the entire team for the management purpose. 2. Process. The process should be well organized and designed so that it could be efficient enough. If the process is not organized, it results in inconsistencies and inefficiencies in the whole process, which can result in problems or delays in payments and with the purchased products. Transparency ensures no manipulation or corruption at any step. 3. Paperwork. Keeping records at every stage of the procurement process is important. Though all the stages of the procedure are digitized, the information should be efficiently recorded at each stage, and the comparison and coordination of all relevant records are important at every step for both buyers and the seller. Steps of the procurement process. The procurement process consists of 7 steps that are followed for any of the business models. These steps are: 1. Identify the company's need. The process starts with the recognition of the needs for services and goods. Identifying the need as external, items to sell, or internal, items needed to run the operations is the very first step. Once the requirement is pointed out, the department, which includes all the financial activities, needs to set a budget to move further. 2. Evaluate vendors. Finding suppliers should depend on the ability to get in touch with the organization's quality and value. This should have the ability to include production quality, dependability, customer service, and reputation of the manufacturer. Vendors need to offer competitive prices to help in lowering down the purchase cost of the business. 3. Negotiate the price and submit purchase requisition. Once the organization or a business sets on any vendor, the two parties need to agree on the pricing of the goods. We can call this process contracting, that needs the collaboration of the terms and conditions that involves delivery and production. After each of the factors is outlined, the business sends the purchase requisition, then the finance department needs to go through the important process, and also the request needs to be approved before the order is finalized. 4. Release purchase order. The order that is purchased is created whenever the company or organization finally buys the goods from the vendor. To audit or track, the purchase orders are created or recorded manually by using the ordering software. 5. Receive invoice and place final order. Whenever the supplier reviews the organization's order, they return one invoice. The invoice consists of all the details regarding the order, its quantity, price, and the final due payment. If the order doesn't have any kinds of discrepancies, it's finalized. 6. Pay for goods and conduct an audit. Depending on the timing of the payment, the organization needs to pay accordingly, before or after, depending on what payment time is set. Once these have arrived at the business facility, the payable team goes for the invoice and conducts an audit. The 3-way audit is performed: the payable process that matches the data of the invoices, delivery instructions, and purchase orders. 7. Update records. The last step is to update all the records so that the information is gained from the invoice, audit, and purchase order. In the end, it is said that procurement is continuously evolving the changes all over the market. Businesses or organizations growing more and more beyond the geographical borders, management of the process procurement is continually undergoing a lot of improvements. If you liked the video, give us a like so we can make more videos like this one, and tell us in the comments section below what type of videos you want. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more weekly videos.